Hello, this is SJ Voices and I'm Dunstan Rodriguez. St. Ignatius of Loyola can be defined in many ways. Noble of family, vain, military, companion, founder of religious order, superior general. However, he considers himself a pilgrim whose life has been oriented only to one thing: to seek and to find the will of God and to be quick and diligent to fulfill it. With this desire, he left his native Loyola to undertake a long pilgrimage that would take him years with thousands of vicissitudes to Montserrat, Manresa, the Holy Land, Salamanca, Alcala, Paris, Venice. Finally, with a group of companions, he founded the Society of Jesus, placing himself at the orders of the Pope. But the foundation of the Society of Jesus was not for Ignatius the end of his pilgrimage. In Rome, he begins a pilgrimage, not only externally, but internally as well. This involves scrutinizing God's will to lay the foundations of the nascent society through the drafting of its constitutions. These constitutions are a record of the learning that he has been accumulating, not only thinking of himself, but of all the Jesuits who would come after him. But how is this to be done? How will he reach concrete decisions faced with the great ideals, challenges, and material difficulties that the society begins to face? Well, it's clear for Ignatius. Ignatius, superior general, will apply the same method he began to consider when he was bedridden in Loyola, which he has been perfecting and purifying throughout his life. He will apply discernment. Ignatius will use in the governance of the society everything he proposes for the election in his spiritual exercises. He'll present the problem to the Lord and deal with it in the intimacy of prayer. An attitude that is possible given the enormous familiarity with God that he had acquired over the years. Ignatius makes all his decisions concerning the drafting of the constitutions before God, or rather, he makes them in God. Each decision will be preceded, wrapped, and followed by prayer. Ignatius the pilgrim has been travelling a path both externally and internally in which he has often been surprised by bewilderment or doubt, but always confident that God was with him. As he wrote in the spiritual diary, "I am convinced that, following him, I will not be able to get lost."